Assalamu alaikum students. This is application of identities. We are doing identities in grade 8 and we discuss the expanded form and the factorized form. This is basically the factorized form which has brackets, and this is basically the expanded form. This is our first identity, that is a plus b whole square, and it is equals to a square plus 2ab plus b square. The second identity is a minus b whole square, and the expanded form of this identity is a square minus 2ab plus b square. The third identity is basically a square minus b square, which can be written in the expanded form as a plus b and a minus b. So these are identities, and we have already discussed these identities in the class. We have done some questions as well. I gave you the expanded form, and I gave you the factorized form and asked you to convert that into the expanded form. And we did some questions on the expanded form as well. I gave you some expanded forms and you converted them into the factorized form. So we have done the expanded form and the factorized form. This is basically application of the identities. We have to use identity to solve our question. And this is question number 5 of exercise 4b. It is from D to 7th edition. In question number 5, we have been given with some values. We have been given with x square plus y square, that is equals to 80 degree. And another set of value is we have been given with the value of x and y, which is equals to 12. So this is the data which has been given in the question, and the question mark part is we have to find the value of x minus y whole square. So we can say that we can clearly see that this form is basically an identity form. We have a whole square and we have two terms inside the bracket separated with a negative sign. So this is basically our second identity. So I will use this second identity to write the complete formula, and then I will see what can I do. So I am starting with this second identity. I know that x minus y whole square, if I am using an identity and if I'm considering them as the factorized form, so I can write it as the expanded form just like that, x square. And then since it is a negative identity, so I will use a negative sign, and I know that it will be twice. The product of the two terms, the first term is the x term, so I will write x, and the second term is the y term, so I will multiply this term, and then I know there will be a positive sign and the square of the last term, which is basically y. So I will write it as y square. And now what will I do? I will just change some arrangement. I will just change the order. I will write x square and y square first. And I am doing it because I can see that there are some values given in the question which I can use over here. So I will write it like that. I have just changed the order, the sequence in which the identity was written. And now I have the values. I have the value of x square plus y square, which is equals to 80. So in place of x square plus y square, I will use 80, and I will use the negative sign. This will be the negative sign, and then I have a 2, and I have paired this xy because I also have the value of xy, that is 12. So I will write the value of xy in bracket like this. So it is 12. And on simplification, I know that 12 times 2 is basically 24. So 80 minus 24, and my final answer will be 56. So this is basically the value of x minus y whole square. And I found out this value by using identities. I have one more question. That is question number 6, which is also basically on the application of identities. In this question, the data is I have been given with the value of x plus y. I have x plus y that is equals to 10. This is question number 6 of the same exercise, that is exercise 4b. So I have x plus y equals to 10, and I also have x minus y equals to 4. So I can see that there are two brackets, one with the positive and one with the negative. And if I look at the question, I can say that I have to find the value of x square minus y square, which happens to be my third identity. So I will be using that identity. That identity is basically x square minus y square when a question is given in this form. So I can simplify it by using the third identity, and the third identity says that you have to add x and y first, or you can also subtract it and then you can subtract x and y first. This is basically the third identity, and I have the values. I have the value of x, that is 10, and I have the value of x minus y, that is equals to 4. So I just need to multiply 10 and 4, and the final answer will be equals to 40. So this was the question which was on the application of identities, and I use the identities. I just have to make sure to apply the right identity by looking at the question very carefully. In this question, I applied the second identity because the question was asking me about the value of x minus y whole square. I knew that there is a negative sign, so I chose the second identity. And in this question, x plus y and x minus y were given to me, and the question was asking about the value of x square minus y square, which happens to be my third identity. So I just took out the identities, used their formulas, put the values, and find out the final answers.